All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. So sorry with the kind of problem with the slides scrolling there at the beginning, but we are going to go ahead and get started. My name is Kaden Manning, and I am on our Girl Scout team over at EF Tours for Girl Scouts. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight to hear more about the Girl Scouts of the Dakota Horizons travel program. We're really excited to hear that you guys are interested and looking forward to joining us on our next adventures. I'm going to go ahead and hand things over to Amy Tweedell, who is the head of the Girl Scout Dakota Horizons travel program. Amy, if you'd like to go ahead and take it away, please feel free to get us formally started tonight.
Okay, can everybody hear me? Yes, perfect. All right. Well, welcome everybody to hear some about Savannah and from the Dominican Republic. So tonight is just a quick and informational meeting on both of these tours, and I want to be respectful of everybody's time. So please hold all questions until the end of the webinar where we can explore them if they are not answered in the slides coming forward. So tonight's meeting, will cover oh, now I'm not able to switch slides, sorry. There we go. Just a little bit about myself, where and when we will be traveling, information about our partnership with EF Tours, the tour itineraries for the 2 trips, what all is included in the cost of the trip, and then what participants should need to pay for in addition to the trip cost, and then how much the trips cost and how to get enrolled. All right, so as Kaden said, my name is Amy. Girl Scouts has been a part of my life for a very long time. I was a Girl Scouts as a girl and then started as a leader when my daughter was in 1st grade and have worked at the Dakota Horizons Council for almost 5 years now. My first travel experience with EF Tours personally will be this summer, coming up in 2019. My daughter and I are already signed up for the Savannah trip. And then my daughter did travel with EF this last summer on the Hello London trip, and she had an absolutely fabulous time. She had to experience things that most people don't get to in their lifetime, and she has just started high school and has already gotten those experiences. I'm excited to offer both of these trips for 2 different reasons. Girl Scouts has strong roots in Savannah, and I have had many requests to host a trip there, so I am so excited to be able to offer this opportunity to everyone. And when we were originally starting to think about doing an international trip as a council, I got to work with the Girl Advisory Board on choosing where we were going. They chose the Hello London tour with the Dominican Republic as a very close second. So now those girls that wanted the Dominican Republic can go on that trip as well. So thanks for coming to learn about these exciting opportunities for your child to travel abroad. Oops. So before we dive in, I wanted to show you a quick video which paints a great picture of what the experience of traveling abroad will be like for your child. Thank you. All right, so for our first tour, some little bit of information on our tour coming up in 2019. We will be traveling to Savannah, Georgia in June. The dates above are our travel window, so please block these off for your family and your schedule if you're interested in going to Savannah. We'll be leaving as early as June 6th and returning as late as June 17th. So that means that we have requested June 10th through the 13th for our tour. However, departures with EF Tours have a date window. This is because EF Tours combines us with other troops and council groups, which offers us a price break with being in a larger group. Because of this combination, we need to have a 3 to 4 day leeway on either side of the trip. But we will know our set dates 3 to 4 months before tour. Now let's go to the Dominican Republic, and that'll be in the summer of 2021. So the dates above are our travel window for the Dominican Republic. So again, block these off if you're interested in going on this one. So we'll be leaving as early as June 24th, 2021, and coming back as late as July 9th, 2021. So again, we asked for June 28th through July 5th, but there's that 3 to 4 day window on either side. So what our girls will experience is called group travel, which is essentially the idea of our girls traveling together as a group, but also possibly traveling with other Girl Scouts from around the US. If we don't fill our own bus, essentially, we will be partnered with another Girl Scout troop. This is great because it allows our girls to meet other Girl Scouts from around the country and making lasting friendships, helps to keep the programs affordable, and girls get to meet other Girl Scouts from everywhere. And because of the 3 to 4 day leeway on either side of the trips, we are able to be matched with other groups going on the same tour. Girl Scouts Dakota Horizon is working with EF Educational Tours, who has been doing this for over 50 years and has people on the ground in the United States and the Dominican Republic, so they've got us covered. EF Tours is a fully accredited world leader in international education. Their educational itineraries are based on 50+ years of experience. EF Tours are present all over the world in 500 schools and offices in 53 countries, including the Dominican Republic. And EF Tours also guarantees the highest quality tours at lowest prices, with all of the planning and organizing logistics done by travel experts. Now let's talk about some safety. So for EF Tour safety, every tour has a 24/7 tour director that accompanies the tour, local and global presence all over the world, 24-hour emergency line. EF actually has people that sleep in the offices at all times to answer the emergency line. Chaperone to girl ratio: for the first 6 students, 2 chaperones will be assigned, with an additional chaperone for every 6 students above that number, and that's with our council. And then peace of mind. EF will never send the group to a location they do not feel safe traveling, so we have options to fall back on if needed. Should social unrest or natural events make traveling to our destination unsafe, EF will work with the group traveling to make alternative arrangements. Now, some council safety policy and council expectations. No drinking or drugs. You are there to learn, but you will have a blast while doing it. Keep in mind you are representing your troop, state, and country. And free time is done responsibly and safely. In addition to having people on the ground where we are traveling, EF has a strong presence in the area. Plenty of councils travel with them already, including Girl Scouts of Montana and Wyoming, Girl Scouts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, River Valleys, Girl Scouts of Greater Iowa, and GSUSA destinations. More and more travel is a big part of the middle and high school experience, and we're excited to give our Girl Scouts this opportunity. Whether you are thinking about it now or not, this opportunity will be something that you will be able to use and reflect on for years to come. The great news is that this experience will be extremely educational. We will be learning a ton, but we will also have some additional educational resources available to help enhance the experience. There's an option of earning free high school credits. EF is accredited just like a high school. This is under the We Share, where girls earn academic credit by absorbing information throughout the tour and then doing a post-tour project that gets submitted to EF Tours for credit. Option for earning college credits through Southern New Hampshire University. This is available for certain tours. And then the Uncommon app is a tool to help our students structure their college personal essay questions. For more information, or if you have specific questions about these, please contact EF Tours. All the additional resources are great, but know that if your child simply travels, that this opportunity will be a positive and impactful experience. And this is what one parent had to say. I want my girls to experience the world outside of a textbook, to broaden their minds, inspire their dreams, and support their futures. Getting out there and experience something firsthand is the best way to learn. I want to play you a quick video that won't be about our tour specifically, but will show you what it's like when a student gets out into the world and challenges herself to learn new things. Kaden, I can't switch the slide, sorry. Would you be able to do it? There we go. All right, so now let's talk about our Savannah tour. And then I can send out a detailed itinerary after this webinar. This trip is action-packed. I could go through each day minute by minute, but as I mentioned in the beginning, I want to be respectful of your time. So I picked out a few sites that I'm most excited for the students to see, and we will take a peek at those in just a minute. Thank you. Thank you. Check out some of the amazing places we get to go. We're going to see the dolphin cruise, so meet some of Savannah's most playful inhabitants. Atlantic bottlenose dolphins. We'll observe these creatures' amusing behavior as you skirt Tybee Beach and its marshes during a scenic dolphin cruise. You may even spot sea turtles, and you'll certainly have a magnificent view of the island. Visit the Girl Scouts' first headquarters. The Girl Scout first headquarters was located in Juliet Gordon Lowe's former carriage house. Visit Juliet Gordon Lowe's birthplace and enjoy a house tour and interactive activities. Your group will also be able to have your own pinning ceremony. And then visit the Tybee Island Marine Science Center, where your girls will select either a beach ecology walk or a marsh ecology walk. And the group will also participate in sand sifting and seining, and later receive a special patch for these activities. There's also a couple opportunities to earn patches at Juliet Gordon Lowe's birthplace and in the Tybee Island Marine Science Center. Some of the highlights of the Savannah trip are programming at the Juliet Gordon Lowe's birthplace, a ghost tour of Savannah, Tybee Island Marine Center, Old Fort Jackson, the local restaurants and shops, and the Girl Scouts first headquarters. Now let's talk about our Dominican Republic tour. This tour is also action-packed, so I'll be hitting the highlights again. So check out some of these amazing places we get to go. We're going to see the Santo Domenico, Jarabacoa, Santiago, and Puerto Plata. And some of the highlights are the zip lining tour. We get to go snorkeling, the cable car ride, dance lessons, whitewater rafting, and the caves that we get to explore. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what's all included? Pretty much everything. But for your Savannah trip, the round trip airfare, safe quality hotel rooms, 24/7 tour director, on-tour transportation, educational itinerary, guided tours and activities, breakfast and lunch on days 2, 3, and 4, dinner on days 1, 2, and 3, 24/7 on-tour assistance, traveler support team, friends and family payment page where you can ask for your friends and family to make payments toward your trip. We share online education platform, Uncommon app college essay toolkit, a travel backpack, and tips for transportation and tour guides while on tour. Not included, a few things, but no real surprise here. Once everyone is signed up, there will be separate meetings held for the Girl Scout group to talk about these, but the airport baggage fees and then spending money for snacks and souvenirs. For Dominican Republic, what's included? Again, pretty much everything. Round trip airfare, safe quality hotel rooms, 24/7 tour director, on-tour transportation, educational itinerary, guided tours and activities, breakfast every day except the first day, and including the last day we'll have breakfast, lunch every day except for the first day and the last day, and dinner every day except for the last day, and it is included on the first day of the trip. 24/7 on-tour assistance, traveler support team, friends and family payment page, we share online education platform, Uncommon app college essay toolkit, and the travel backpack. Not included for this trip, a passport for any fees with that, airport baggage fees, snacks, spending money, and then tips, which is collected ahead of time by council. And this would be for any transportation that we would be tipping them or that kind of thing. So on to the next important topic, the price of the program. And there are many different options. You can pick what works best for your family. There's a biweekly option, which is $110. The monthly option, which is $219. The in full for girls is $2,060. And then we have the friends and family page, again, where they can donate towards your trip. For the Dominican Republic, the price for biweekly would be $49. The monthly price, right, this is all if you lock in right now. Monthly price is $98. Paying in full is $3,300. And again, the friends and family page where friends and family can make payments towards your trip. And there are different ways of fundraising for your trip. You could organize or host an event or workshop, create gift wrapping stations or an Easter egg hunt, apply your selling knowledge to other handmade, homemade products and crafts, or lend a hand doing babysitting at a local church or organization, yard work, and washing cars. The most important thing to remember about fundraising is that a money earning application needs to be submitted and approved at least 2 weeks prior to your event, and this form is located on our website at www.gsdakotahorizons.org. Dakota Doe will be accepted for travel, and further details will come out as to how to submit this. If you have Dakota Doe that is expiring at the end of September, please write a letter that's postmarked by the 30th of September to the CEO, Marla Meyer, explaining why you are wanting to save your Dakota Doe, where you are going, and when you plan to go there. The last thing that I want to ask you all to do, if you have your phones, you can pull them out and look up the website. Here are the two-word numbers. And the easiest way to enroll is online, but other enrollment options are available. And at this point, now that you have all the information, I encourage you to secure your child's spot to Savannah and or the Dominican Republic. Enrollment is open, and I hope to see your child's name on my roster. Note there is a down payment to enroll, which is $95. And then any questions can be directed to EF Tours at 1-800-666-5364 or to myself, Amy Tweedell at atweedell@gsdakotahorizons.org. And now we have time for questions. If you do have any questions, I would ask that you please type them into the chat log. Age groups for each trip, very good question. 14 years and up. Yes, troop leaders are allowed to go. Any adult registered member is allowed to go. I'm actually going to, thank you, Caden. I was going to ask you about the price.
Yeah, no problem. So there is a little bit of an extra supplemental cost for any adults that are coming along on the trip. That's mostly because girls are going to be 4 per room and adults that are attending are 2 per room instead. You can go right to those 2 URLs that Amy shared with you at the end here, the eftours.com/ and then the number. And the adult price will be listed there, so you can take a quick look there.
Thank you. And I will be sending out a follow-up email to everybody with a link to this webinar, as well as different information about the trip and how to get to where you can enroll and the costs. Will girls bank their own Dakota Dough over time? Yes. So if girls have Dakota Dough that they would like to use towards their trip, that is where, if it's going to expire this September, that's where they write that letter to Marla right now explaining how much and why and where. Otherwise, we are going to be coming out with more information, and that'll be hopefully beginning October, that we'll be getting that information out to everybody as to what you do with your Dakota Dough. You won't be sending it into council. The girls will be keeping track of it on their own. Caden, can I ask you to talk about if they secure a spot and pay the deposit but change their mind?
Absolutely. So this is a really great question, and we do have a few different options. Now, the first thing I will say is I definitely encourage you to, intend on traveling if you are getting signed up for the trip. But if there comes a situation where you get enrolled and you're no longer able to travel, you are allowed to cancel off of the trip and find someone to replace you on tour up until 110 days before travel time. Now, typically the $95 enrollment deposit, that is non-refundable. But on top of that, if you are canceling just because you don't want to travel anymore, there typically is a standard cancellation fee. If you are able to find someone to take your spot on tour, we waive that cancellation fee, and it will only be the $95 deposit that will be lost. I hope that helped and I answered that question. And Amy, would you like to speak to if chaperones are already determined for this trip?
Yes, I can. And we don't actually have chaperones determined at this time. I know there will be one staff for sure that will be a chaperone, and that is going to be a process within the council list to getting applications filled out and picked for that chaperone spot. And yes, absolutely. If you are someone who wants to go on the trip and then you want to also be a chaperone, yes, you can certainly be one. Oh,
All
and then
right.
sorry, I
Go
was going
ahead.
to mention the price, because I said if you lock in your price right now, and then I forgot to explain that. Prices are, is it quarterly that they're checked up on, Kaden?
Yes. So prices are reevaluated quarterly. And so by enrolling with your enrollment deposit, you secure the enrollment cost from the quarter in which you have enrolled. So for example, right now, this is the fall pricing for both the Savannah and the Dominican trips. So if you are enrolled before October 31st, you'll have secured the fall pricing and you'll be immune to any changes in the future.
Perfect. And if you would like to be a chaperone, you can definitely let me know at the hweedl@gsdakotahorizons.org. As of right now, any adult that wants to go on the trip, you need to register as an adult or sign up as an adult. Right now, we don't have a price break for that. I don't know if something will change in the future with that or not. But we do fly out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Wonderful. We've had some really great questions. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to hang out for just a moment more. If you have any questions, please throw those in the chat box here, and Amy and I will make sure to get those answered for you. I see that we've had a lot of really great questions, a lot of people who are interested in traveling with us. So Amy and I give you guys a huge thank you for coming and joining us today. We hope that you guys are excited, and please do remember that we are expecting the pricing to be reassessed for these trips as of November 1st. So just please keep October 31st in your mind. If you guys are a go and you want to jump on board, be sure to take care of that before October 31st. And yes, we have a question about the age of travel. So girls will need to be 14 as of the year of travel. So say, there's a girl who's 12 now who wants to travel on the Dominican trip. She can get signed up because she'll be, 14 or 15 by the travel year. All right. Amy, anything else you'd like to share?
I don't think so. I'm excited to see everybody enroll tomorrow. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Well, we're very excited to have you all aboard. It gets really exciting once we have a good group together. So once everyone is signed up, we're going to start introducing girls to each other and, kind of helping them get prepped for travel time. So thank you all so much for coming tonight. Take care, and please reach out to us should you have any additional questions.
Oh, Carla, you had a question about a Facebook page? I'm hoping you can still hear me. For the Hello London trip, they did do a Facebook page and it worked wonderfully. So yes, I would hope that we would continue with that, because then everyone can be hooked up all the time. And then when they were overseas, they actually sent pictures every once in a while and posted them on the Facebook page so we could keep up with our daughters that were overseas. So. Thanks, everyone.